welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Cozy Witchling and today I have wildcard messages meant for you at this time. So you have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1 with the Fluorite and traditional Manga tarot, pile number 2 with the black agate and anime tarot, and pile number 3 with the amethyst and mystical Manga tarot. So take your time, meditate on the decks to see which one is calling out to you. You can pause this video if you need to. And once you're ready, you can go down to the description to see the timestamps and I'll see you there. Hi Pile 1! So if you have chosen the traditional Manga tarot, this is going to be the reading, the wild card messages that Spirit has for you today. So I'm just going to shuffle the card and we are going to see which cards come through. So we have 2 of Pentacles in reverse. What else do we have? What else do you have, Spirit, for pile number 1? Okay, the Magician in reverse. We have the Fool in reverse. Knight of Wands. And let's do one more, Spirit. What do we have for pile number 1? What wild card messages do you have for pile 1 today? Okay. So we have 5 of Cups. Okay. Can you clarify 2 of Pentacles? King of Wands and the High Priestess. Okay, can you clarify the Magician, Spirit? Can you clarify the Magician? For group number 1, please clarify the Magician. Cups. It's way too many. Okay. 10 of Cups. Spirit, can you clarify the Fool in reverse? Ooh, oh my goodness. It's way too many. I'll take the one on the floor. Okay. Okay. Can you clarify the Knight of Wands, please? Can you clarify the Knight of Wands? Okay, this one. 3 of Wands. And can you, okay, 5 of Cups. Ace of Swords. Alright, and now we are going to pull some oracle cards for you. So we're going to start off with the Archetypes. What message do you have for group number 1? Messages for group number 1. What do you have? Okay. The Heart. Alright, let's do another oracle card. What messages do you have? What wild card messages do you have for, I'll take this one and let's do one more. What wild card messages do you have for, okay. Alright, you can do 2. You have Be Love and Friend Flurry. Okay. And then one last oracle card. What final messages do you have for, ooh, pile 1? Okay. Okay. All right. Now we are going to do the reading. Hi pile 1, and let's start with your reading. So what I'm getting from Spirit, and the message that Spirit is trying to give to you today has something to do with a new inspiration or idea coming into your life and change that might be happening in your life. And the fact is that you might be feeling overwhelmed by this change that you're trying to incorporate into your life. And yeah, so we are going to talk a little bit more about it. And the first card that came out was the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Now, what this card is telling me is that there's something that is out of balance within your life. Maybe you're trying to juggle too much, or maybe, like I mentioned before, that you are trying to incorporate a new routine or a new venture into things that have been happening in your life. And with that, I pulled some clarifiers, and we had the King of Wands as well as the High Priestess. Now, what this says is oh, and I just realized there's a number two of Pentacles, and two for the High Priestess. So two might be a significant number for you, but what two also mean is it's duality. It is about union, about two things coming together, but it is also about balance. It's about yin and yang, you know. It's just the energy of being able to balance things that are happening for you. It is possible that maybe you are going through quite a bit of activities, or you're doing quite a bit of things on your plate. You have quite a bit of things on your plate. There could also be somebody who you might have maybe started out a business venture with, or somebody who was there to say like, hey, like, we can do this together and I will help you out. But then you're realizing now that you're not really getting the help that you were promised. And there could also be something in your intuition that is calling you towards it. So it could be a new idea that is in your mind, and right now you might be thinking, hey, like, I have so much on my plate already, but something is calling me to do this and I can't shake off that feeling. It's always there. It's, you know, nagging at me. And you might be struggling trying to incorporate that new intuitive calling into your schedule. So next, we also have the Magician in reverse. So what this could be talking about is that you kind of feel like you're not in your element right now. You know, change is difficult, and for us to embrace and embark on the change, it takes a lot of courage, and it's kind of like a blind belief, because you won't know that you're gonna make it, and you won't know that it's going to be a success until you look back, you know, on your life, and in hindsight you realize like, hey, I had nothing to be afraid of. I had it in me all along. And right now you kind of feel like you don't have the necessary tools or the knowledge to go forward with this new intuitive change that you're being called to do. And for clarifier for the Magician, we have the 10 of Cups. And what's funny is that, you know, you see how these two are talking about number twos, and then these two cards, we have 1 and then we have 10, which also narrows down to 1. And 1 is about beginnings. So this new venture that you are trying to begin might be very, very scary for you. If you are at step 1, how would you, you know, how would you even see what step 10 is going to be when you're just at the beginning? Like, it might be a little too far to see ahead. Another thing is also you're going from 10 to 1, so you might feel like you're having to give up on certain things. Maybe it could be the comfortable life you have right now. Maybe this change that you're trying to embark on is going to take you out of this comfort zone that you have, out of this thing of like, you know, how you might feel happy at this moment, but by pursuing what your heart is calling you to do, you could lose everything. You could lose this 10 of Cups. And if you were to look at this picture, I think, if I'm not wrong, in the traditional 10 of Cups, you have everybody just looking towards into the horizon with the 10 of Cups on top. But if you see over here, she is looking backwards while everyone else is looking forward. So you might feel like your views at this moment are not in alignment with the people who are around you. Maybe they don't fully support what you want to do, or you just see things slightly differently right now, and because of the lack of support and encouragement that you might be having from the people around you, that could also cause you to feel imbalanced and also make you feel like you don't have the tools necessary to pursue it. Because I know it's one thing, it's already scary enough to try something new, but if you have people around you that tells you that they don't really get what you're trying to do and you don't really see the support, it could make things even harder, no matter how strong your intuition is calling you towards it. And then with the Fool in reverse, I kind of see this as like an advice from Spirit. So basically, the Fool talks about a new beginning. It is number 0. It is the first card in tarot. And with the Fool being in reverse, it's basically saying right now, it is not really the best time for you to just take a complete leap of faith. Yes, you have intuition calling towards you to do certain things, but we can pursue certain passions. Oh, I'm so sorry. We can pursue passions, or we could start a new venture without risking it all. You don't have to, for example, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel. You don't have to quit your day job before you start a YouTube channel, or you know, like after you make your first video, you can't just go ahead and be like, I'm quitting my job because I'm going to be a YouTuber and that's going to bring in money. That is being a little impulsive. And what Spirit is asking you to do is to plan things and judge things a little logically, because you have the wisdom inside of you to know, to decide on what is the best path forward for you. And so right now you are being asked to continue to try to balance things out. Do not ignore your intuition, but at the same time, do not do things that are too risky. It is about finding the balance. You can't just put everything in one basket and then have the other one just, you know, completely like throw things out of balance. It is about doing both. What you are required or what is necessary for you to do, but also what is being sort of intuitively guided inside of you. It's kind of being in both worlds, having your feet in both, I guess, places. I was gonna say having your feet in both cups, but that doesn't make sense. But you know, just trying your best to do both things, not ignoring one for the other, to move forward. And next we have the Knight of Wands. So this could represent someone coming towards you to guide you and to help you. As you can see, like over here, we have the King of Wands that is in reverse, basically saying that like there's someone there who should have been of help to you, but it's not really. But you don't have to worry, because there could be someone else or something else coming towards you to help you and to guide you with it. And this could also represent a fire sign. So we have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So this could be a person with those signs. It doesn't have to be, but this could also talk about passions or new inspirations that are coming towards you to guide you with your intuition, as well as to help you with the balancing and the new integration of this idea. And to clarify, we have the Three of Wands. You know, the Three of Wands is just looking into the horizon and starting on this new venture, and it talks about passion coming in. So you have all these, I guess, inspiration and passionate sort of messages that are coming towards you, but Spirit is telling you to take those in without completely letting go of whatever you had before, and to think of things logically so that you are able to balance it out. Sometimes with change, there might be some things that you have to let go of. So the Five of Cups talk about, you know, looking at spilled cups and ignoring the Two of Cups that are still there. So you might be focused too much on things that you have to get rid of, or maybe this comfortable lifestyle that you have to change to do this new thing. For example, let's say that you haven't been working for a while, right? And somehow something is calling you to start on this job. But the thing is, you've been staying home for quite a while, and staying home can be comfortable, but you have this nagging feeling like, okay, I do need to work. Like, I know I have to work, but then you're afraid that you don't have the necessary abilities to do the job well, and you're also afraid of losing this comfort that you already have. So now you're focused too much on things that you could possibly lose, and not really seeing the things that could come into your life. And Spirit is saying that what is coming into your life is just a complete change, and is a change for the better. It is divinely guided. You see how she looks like an angel to me, but like this being from the cloud is bringing in this new Ace of Swords, this new beginning that is going to be magnificent for you. So if you focus a little more on basically the positive things and the positive things that the change could bring, then you would be able to sort of balance everything, that you're not going to lose whatever you have built, but it is going to level you up and bring you to this new chapter and to this new level where, you know, you learn to be in balance with everything that you want to do. You learn to follow your heart, and you would learn to tap into your intuition a lot more. So you are being asked to stay positive and believe that good things are coming to you, and take things slowly. And you know, taking things one step at a time is going to lead you towards a brighter and happier future. And now we are going to go into the oracle cards that we have picked out for you. So first we have the Heart. And when this card came out, I was called to tell you to maybe take some time to go into your heart space and really ask yourself what you are being called to do. People have the saying of follow your heart, and your heart will lead you to the right places. So what is your heart and your intuition calling you to do? What have you always wanted to do? What has inspired you? What makes your heart sing? You know, to really think about that, and with that guidance, you are able to take steps towards finding your own happiness and finding your own success. I am also going to read you guys from the guidebook for this card because they have really beautiful messages in here. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layer of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of itself. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. So you are being asked to go back and think about what makes you happy, to go back to bringing your heart center. It is difficult to make a decision or even to implement new things into your life if you're coming from a place of stress and fear. So even if there are important things that you need to do right now, you are being asked to take a few minutes out of your day to do something that centers your heart. Like the book said, being in nature or music or dance or animals, if you have a pet, snuggling with them for just a few minutes every day could recenter your heart and give you the energy to continue progressing and continue to expand and continue to grow and widen your capacity so that you are able to juggle every new thing that life might bring about for you. And next, we are going to go into the oracle cards that came out. You have the first one, Hello Void. And this card is basically sort of encouraging you to not be afraid to go into the unknown. Stepping into the void, stepping into something dark could be really, really scary. But you can see from this card, so when you step into the threshold, into the gate, you see the stars above you. And what this means is that, when you are up in the cosmos with the stars, in the darkness with the stars, you are able to see a lot more than you could from here down on earth. But it takes courage to step through this threshold. It takes courage to step into somewhere that you have no idea what's in front of you. It's all darkness. And Spirit is asking you to have this courage, to listen and follow your intuition, because it is going to guide you to the stars. And years from now, when you look back, you would have realized that the decision that you made was a really good one, and it helped to bring about your expansion and bring you into this new stage of life where you are comfortable and happy, and you would realize that this venture that you took didn't really take away the Ten of Cups from you. You might be even happier and more fulfilled. So you are being asked to have courage, and also you have be love. And I feel like this card sort of relates to the heart, because you have the heart here and then you have the heart card. But what this also means is to also give out love and receive love in return. So don't forget about the heart in pursuit of material or material changes. By centering your heart and remembering that all of us are here to experience love, even though we might experience not so positive things from time to time, we are here to love and to receive love in return. So with that, if you're able to center yourself, you will be able to move forward and do everything from a place of love. Take on new challenges from a place of love. Look at people from a place of love. And love could mean many different things to many different people. But when you are in a healthy heart space, this could happen to you. And basically, when you give out love, you receive love in return. And this could mean in forms of support from your family, from your soul tribe, and you're going to, receive all of that. And for that, we also have friend flurry. And this is talking about basically a group of friends, or the people that love to see you grow and would love to support you, coming to you to help you. But it's very difficult to help someone if they are in a place of lack. What I mean by that is, if they are in the energy of shutting themselves out from everybody, it is difficult to help someone. So by being centered with your heart and being able to draw from your heart's energy, if you are coming from a place of love, then you would attract the people that will guide you and to help you, that could help you lessen the burden and the things that you're juggling. Maybe someone will come and take some loads off your shoulder, but you have to bring yourself back to center and back to love first, so that you welcome all these help and all these blessings into your life. If you are stuck in a place of stress, of just looking at the things that you could lose, of fear, of worry, then it is very, very hard to bring in all the positive things. Positive changes are coming for you, and you just need to breathe a little, to lessen the load a little on yourself. Be kind to yourself, show love to yourself, and everything would work out and fall into place once you are in that energy. And the last card that we have for you is protection. So this says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. But what I'm also seeing is that you are being divinely protected by your soul tribe, by your higher self, and by the universe. So nothing would go wrong for you. Nothing could go wrong for you. Believe that you are protected, and that people love you, and that people are there to help you. And calling back your power is basically believing in yourself, that you are the magician and you have the tools inside of you to step forward and do whatever you're being called to do. Cutting the cords, soul retrieval, is being connected back to your soul's purpose. What lights you up? What is calling? What has always been there for you intuitively that is calling you towards it? What are you being asked to do? And cutting the cord reminds me of just letting go of whatever that is holding you back, be it your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, to just let that go. You could also do a cord cutting ritual, and you can basically just Google this. Usually people do this to cut ties with other people, but you could also do this to cut ties with energy. So the energy of being afraid to take on a new step, the energy of doubting yourself, thinking you don't have the capacity to juggle all these things. You can do a cord cutting ritual to get rid of that energy, so that you are in a fresh space to pursue things. And to do things with wisdom, to believe in yourself that you can take a step at a time, and it will eventually lead you towards the destination that you are being called to do, and it will eventually lead you to this happiness, this Ace of Swords, this new lifestyle that is going to ascend you and bring you to the next level. So group number 1, this is the reading that I have for you today, your wild card message from Spirit. I hope that it has been of help to you, and I wish you nothing but the best in your journey forward. And also, I would like to thank you for watching this video, and if you found this helpful, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel. That is the simplest and easiest way to help me. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Hi Group 2, if you have chosen the Black Agate and the Anime Tarot, this is going to be a reading for you. So we are going to ask Spirit, what wildcard messages, that's way too many, what wildcard messages do you have for group number 2, Spirit? Wildcard, okay, this one, you have the 9 of Wands in reverse. You know what's funny? So I was doing your group just now, but I realized I didn't shuffle the cards. I mean, I didn't press record on the camera, so I restarted it, but the 9 of Wands in reverse also came out when I shuffled the first time. So yeah, we also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, that's way too many. Alright, Spirit, what other messages do you have? What wildcard messages do you have for group number 2? My little black agates. Let's take this one. Okay, 2 of them came out. You have the moon and the sun. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one more card, Spirit. What wildcard messages do you have for group number 2? It's way too many. Wildcard messages, Spirit, for group number 2. What do you have? Eight of Swords. Okay. Alright, now we're going to pull the clarifiers. What do you have for 9 of Wands, Spirit? Can you clarify the 9 of Wands? This one. The High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Could you clarify, please, the Queen of Pentacles? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Could you clarify? Oh, King of Pentacles. All right. And could you also clarify the moon? Why is the moon here? The moon. Take this one. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. And could you clarify the sun, please? Why is the sun here? Page of Swords. And could you clarify? Oh, 8 of Swords. You have the Star. Okay, I'm not gonna take those. It's way too many. Okay, now we are going to pull some oracle cards to see what other messages you have. So any other messages, Spirit, for group number 2? What messages do you have for group number 2, Spirit? What messages for group number 2? Okay, whoa. So many flipped over. Alright. What messages do you have, Spirit, for group number 2? Group number 2. Number 2, Spirit, what do you have? Let's take this one. You have the Temple. Okay. Any more messages for group 2? Ooh. You have Masculine, Feminine, and Ground. And final messages, Spirit, for my group 2s. Final messages. Ooh, my goodness. I'm not sure if Spirit wants to really talk to you guys today, but I've never had so many cards that keeps like popping out like that, like just word vomit. So yeah, we'll see. Let's take this one. Deep replenishment. Okay. Hi group 2 and welcome to your reading. So these are the cards that came out for you. And for you guys, I am seeing a very, very strong theme of balance, duality, and progression. And let me just get right into it. But basically, you know, I pulled all these cards for the 3 different groups, just in case there's more than one message that comes out. But for you guys especially, there is like a main message that Spirit is trying to tell you. And so we are going to start off with the 9 of Wands in reverse. So you might be feeling really, really overwhelmed right now. You might have a lot of boundaries up, and you could be blocking yourself and other people. So to clarify the 9 of Wands in reverse, we had the High Priestess come out in reverse. And basically, what Spirit is trying to say is that you are right now just so overwhelmed that you're only focusing on one thing. You are blocking your intuition. You are just trying really, really hard to just narrow things down to the point where you're shutting everyone else or everything else out because you are overwhelmed and overloaded. But yeah, so right now you might be feeling overwhelmed and overloaded and completely ignoring your intuition because of, I would say, something that happened to you emotionally. Something that you might have been trying to process. It could be something traumatic, but you have been trying to process your emotions to the point where you got so overwhelmed that you just shut down and you are no longer participating in processing things. You are just like, you know what? I give up. I can't do this. It's too much for me. And now you are just focused on other things that you might not find fulfilling. Like you're not focusing on what your intuition is calling you to do, or what your intuition is telling you to focus on, because it is just so much for you right now and you just can't handle it. Next, we also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And you know, the Queen is more feminine, is more nurturing energy. And when it comes out in reverse, it means, it kind of tells me that you're not nurturing yourself. You're not taking care of your emotional needs, but instead you are focused a lot on just the material things that you personally might not even find important. You might not think that material stuff in this world means a lot to you, but because that is all you can focus on right now, that is all you can take emotionally, that's just all you focus on right now. And here you, to clarify, you got the King of Pentacles, which is, I mean, it's really is really quite something, because you know, the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, they are the duals in the suit of Pentacles. They're matching energy. And to clarify the Queen, you had the King. And basically this archetype in this anime tarot is talking about sensei, which is like the teacher. So right now you're just focused on maybe your career, or to bring material things to the next level, or to guide other people, instead of focusing on yourself. You're focused on other people and the things that you can provide to them while completely ignoring your feeling. And you also have the Moon, and in this deck it is represented by the tsundere, but basically it's trying to say that you are not processing your emotions, and because you don't process your emotions, when things do come out, it comes out in the raw unprocessed way. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you let's say if you went through a really tough time and someone were to talk about it, or someone were to say something that triggers that memory in you, and you have not processed through those really difficult emotions, what is going to happen is that your reaction to what someone mentioned might come out really strongly or really negatively, because you yourself has not processed through it, so that pain comes out of you again. But let's say if you have processed through the emotion, then when someone mentions something that triggers that memory, it is going to come out as wisdom and knowledge. And then to clarify the moon, you have the Two of Pentacles. And basically the reason why you have not been processing through this emotion is because you're forcing yourself to juggle things too much. There are quite a lot of things on your plate, and you are basically balancing everything. But sometimes you do need to put in a little bit more effort into sort of balancing your energy, and not just focusing on one part that might be easier for you. An example that I could give is, let's say you are struggling quite a lot with relationships, right? And so instead of talking to your friend or your partner or your family member to clarify and to heal from this, I guess, emotional pain or trauma that you could be going through, instead you focus on your job. You, instead of talking to your partner, you just work more so that you're out of the house more often, and so that you don't have to deal with the pain, because dealing with the pain is too much for you. But then what happens is that time is still going to pass anyway, right? We're still going to go around the sun. And even after some time passes and you come back and you revisit the moment, that pain is still going to be the same for you, because you have not put in the time to heal from it and to process it. I know there's a saying that says time heals all wounds, but honestly, time heals nothing. Time only heals if you're putting the time into healing. If you're not putting the time into healing and you are focused on other things, then time is going to pass and nothing is going to change. And so what is being asked of you to do, and sort of the guidance for it, is to encompass the energy of the sun, to have this outcome of happiness. You really do have to process through whatever pain you have been going through. And to clarify, you got the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords in this deck has the Engineer, and basically Spirit is trying to tell you that you have the tools to heal for yourself. This, I kind of see this as your higher self. See how like she's in the clouds and everything? And basically, your higher self is able to process through this pain and this emotion, and you have to believe that you can go through it. Instead of shutting everything out, to just let things in slowly so that you are able to embody this sun energy, because you could be happy again. You don't have to lock away your feelings and the pain forever. Go through it and slowly fix it bit by bit, with guidance from your friends, your family, your spiritual team, your higher self, whoever it may be, whoever that could help you. Someone is there to help you process through this pain. You could talk to a therapist. Like a therapist would be someone who is skilled and equipped in a way that is able to help you process through this emotion. So if you are able to afford therapy, then you should go for it, to process through any kind of pains that you have, anything that you could be shutting out. But if therapy is not for you, then you could also just tap into your higher self, but be it like with meditation, with just being in nature, to recenter and then slowly process through the emotion and give yourself grace and tell yourself that it is fine to cry or to feel the pain and things like that. And then next you have the Eight of Swords. So this also talks about boundaries and putting walls up. And to clarify the Eight of Swords, you have the Star. And what this is saying is that you need to really take your time to heal. I know that the message is being repeated right now, but to me, it just comes across as how important it is to really just sit down and heal. Because right now, like, I just see so many like duality in your cards. And you know, you are being asked to balance out your energy, to not just focus on the material but also focus on your emotional health, like not just focusing on your physical health but also focusing on your emotional, you know, like both, doing both the light and the dark. Not to be afraid of one thing or the other. And if you are able to bring things into balance, like really, really balance it out, then you are going to basically move forward and ascend. Seeing how you have the moon, the sun, and then the star. So in tarot, it goes from the star 17 to the moon 18 and then the sun 19. And what's interesting is that I'm also seeing all the celestial energy that the tarot has for you. And what this is also telling me is that you are being divinely guided and you are protected by the universe. So it is a safe space for you to heal. If you're into astrology, you could also check in to see if there are any planetary bodies that are impacting your life right now, be it like emotions or, you know, just different aspects of your life that is being impacted by celestial bodies, to look into that. Because sometimes we blame ourselves for being overwhelmed with little things in life, but then sometimes it could be energy of the things that are outside of our control that are causing us to feel strongly in a certain way. So if you are aware of these energy and these changes, then you will be able to give yourself more grace and more kindness. And when you're processing emotions, it'll become a little easier for you. Yeah. Now we are going to go into your oracle cards. The first one you have is the Temple. And with this card, I see a lot of green, and green stands for heart chakra energy. And this group feels very, very similar to group the other group that I did for this reading. Similar but still a little bit different. But anyway, with the temple card, I kind of think of this as like your body. Your body is your temple and you need to nourish it and take care of it. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally as well. And yeah, so you are being asked to focus more on your heart space and your body. And I am also going to read from the guidebook for you for the temple card. It says, when we think of the temple, we often envision an architectural structure in a far-off land. We are quick to distance ourselves from the sacred, assuming we must expend much effort in order to arrive there. Yet the temple is a universal and omnipresent energy, accessible in the highest and lowest, richest and poorest of places. Visiting the temple might be as simple as stepping into a dappled light of the forest, slowly and sensuously kissing a lover, or closing your eyes to travel inward. This card is a call to re-examine what you pay homage to and what you reject. What do you spend your time worshipping? For example, your phone, money, material goods? What barriers do you draw between yourself and the sacred? Perhaps there is room on your altar for something new, something surprising. Offer it to the heavens. So this card, the way that the guidebook has written it, to me also talks about blockages, mental barriers, and also duality. So what are you blocking out? What are you not processing to you know, make it like easier, but not really? Like, people think that it's better for them to take the easy way out, but they don't really see the detriment in doing so. So what are you restricting? What are you blocking out that is stopping you from ascending and stopping you from moving forward and from growth? So you are being asked to think about that. Next, you also have masculine and feminine, and this is pretty cool because, okay, masculine and feminine energy talks about yin and yang, about balance, but in this guidebook, it also talks about the sun and the moon, which is like the two cards that you got from the tarot. So I thought it was just an extra confirmation. And you know, it is also talking about balance and duality. And I am also going to read from the guidebook for you for that. So for the masculine and feminine card in the guidebook, it says moonshine plus sunshine equals balance self. So you're not being asked to ignore one thing for the other, but to try to balance itself, you have to do a little bit of everything. Not just take the easy way out, not just take whatever is more comfortable for you at this moment, but to process through the hard things as well. And you know, with the balance, you will be able to bring better things into fruition. And yeah, it is about recognizing your emotional self as well as recognizing your logical self. Bringing these two things into equilibrium will help you on your journey so much more. And then another card that you got for group 2 is to ground. So if you were to think about a seesaw, right? There's two sides to it, or like a scale. There are two sides to it, but in the middle there's always something that grounds it. So by bringing two things to balance, you will become a much more grounded individual. And so with a very, very steady foundation, you are able to take on a lot more. You are able to take more weight on each hand, and you are able to process more difficult things. But you will never be able to do that or to have a stable, steady foundation if you're only focused on one thing. So you have to do the hard work and bring things to balance. And the last card that you have is deep replenishment, which basically is talking about the same thing. You need, group number 2s, you really need to give yourself some self-care, self-love, and focus on healing. Retreat, rest, be held. Let your loved ones hold you. If you have loved ones, that's so sad. Let your loved ones hold you, or let the universe hold you. But you need to take care of that inner you, that inner child, or that person that really needs the emotional support right now. You need to take care of you. Stop focusing on other people. Stop focusing on the material things for now. It is okay to do those things when you are well taken care of. If your well is empty, if you are not fulfilled, you can't really keep supporting other people. You know, if you don't put on your oxygen mask first and you put it on for your child, what if you don't have time to put on your own mask afterwards? And then what? Who's going to take care of your child then? So take care of you first. Process your own emotions. Love yourself. And then you will be able to take care of other people even better. So group number 2, that is all the messages I have for you from Spirit. I hope you found this reading helpful. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like comment, and subscribe to my channel. That is the simplest and easiest way to help me out. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Group 3s, if you have chosen the Amethyst and the Mystical Manga Tarot, this is going to be Spirit's wildcard message for you. So I am going to shuffle the cards. This is going to be the pile preparation, but you can go down to the timestamp if you want to just skip to the reading. Let's skip this bad boy. A nice shuffle. That is beautiful. Okay, alright, Spirit, what messages do you have for group 3? Let's take this one. 3 of Cups. Alright, what else do you have, Spirit, for group 3? What other messages or what wildcard message do you have for group 3? You have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. What else, Spirit? What do you have? Oh, that's way too many. I'm so sorry. I can't take that. I'll take that. Okay, what do we have? We have Strength. I'm just taking the cards as they come. Sometimes I just instinctively flip them and I just let them be. So I'm so sorry if it bothers you. But yeah, it's just sometimes my hand does it without my brain thinking. You have the 9 of Cups, which is amazing, and I'm going to take this one too. We have the Ace of Wands. And now we are going to clarify, Spirit. Could you clarify the 3 of Cups, please? That's way too many. Yeah. Okay, we'll take that one. Could you please clarify the 10 of Wands in reverse, Spirit? Could you clarify 10 of Wands in reverse? You have 7 of Wands. Spirit, could you clarify Strength, please? Could you please clarify Strength? Okay. You have the 6 of Wands. Amazing. Could you please clarify, okay, ooh, King of Swords for the 9 of Cups. And Spirit, could you please clarify Ace of Wands for us for group number 3? What is Ace of Wands about? Could you please clarify the Ace of Wands, Spirit? Ace of Wands, please. Ace of Wands. Okay, 5 of Pentacles. I want one more. What is the 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of 2? Okay. Alright. Okay. Alrighty, and now we are going to get some oracle messages for you. So let's see. Spirit, what oracle messages do you have for my pile number 3s? What oracle messages do you have for my pile number 3? The animal. Okay. Let's get from the Inner Wisdom Tarot, Oracle cards. Spirit, what messages do you have? Blaze a trail. Let's do one more, Spirit. Nature gems. Alright. I kind of see a theme here. Let's do one last oracle card. What last message do you have for group number 3, Spirit? What last message do you have? Let's take this, the crumbling. Okay. Oh. You know what? This wants to come out too, so that is going to go. Okay. Alright, so these are the cards that you have, and now we are going to get into your reading. Alright, hi group 3s. So let's get into your reading. And Spirit has a few wildcard messages for you guys, and I'm really excited to share it all with you. So first we are going to start out with the first card that came out, which is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups talk about celebration, being, spending time with your friends, you know, being together with your soul family, the people that lights you up. It is about happiness. And what I am getting from this card is that with the clarifier of the Ten of Swords in reverse, is that you are walking away from things that no longer serve you. You are looking bright into the future. You might have had to go through a tough time, but you are now saying no to the melodrama. You are, you know, changing your mindset, looking at things on the positive side. And that could be, for example, if you have been in, you know, a dark time, you might have just shut your friends out or say no to doing things that could lift you up, but you're no longer in that energy, and right now you are ready to step forward and to have fun. And what I am getting from the Ten of Wands in reverse as well, you have the two tens, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, which are kind of like similar energy. It is about heaviness, it is about pains that you have been going through, and you have them in reverse. And in this case, I am going to read it as the fact that you are just saying no to these energies now. You are over it. You are ready to step forward into your power and to have fun. You might have been spreading yourself a little thin or trying to do too much, but right now you have accepted the fact that you are ready to welcome help into your life. You are ready to welcome the happiness, the joys back into your life. And with the clarifier for the Ten of Wands in reverse, you have the Seven of Wands, and this talks about putting up boundaries for your own good. Like, this is your own protection. So you have realized what is important for you. You have done the emotional healing, the work, and you've realized, hey, being in this energy and dwelling in my negativity is not going to bring me anywhere good. Instead, I am going to focus on the fun things in life. I'm going to hang out with my friends. Instead of worrying too much about my problems, I'm going to go have fun. Because if I'm having fun, if I'm doing things responsibly, but doing things that makes me happier, I know it is going to bring my happiness. This could be saying no to an over demanding boss. You know, instead of taking all the workloads that people demand of you, you're just like, no, this is how much I can do. This is how much I am willing to put in to this job. And once I'm done with it, like, I'm gonna go out and have a drink with my friends. I'm going to go have fun. I am not really sorry that you're not okay with it, because I prioritize myself, and like, you can deal with it, you know? You're in that kind of energy now. You are protecting your own happiness and you're standing up for yourself. And you have also the Strength card, which is like, you know that you have the power and the strength to face any challenges that comes towards you, because you take care of yourself. And if you're all okay, and if you are your own cheerleader, then it doesn't really matter who else is trying to cut you down or who is going to throw lemons at you, because you know that you will always be there for yourself, and you will always be there to stand up for yourself. And to clarify the Strength, you have the Six of Wands, which is a card about victory. And if you were to look at these two cards, I find it really interesting how they're both looking at the same direction. They're both looking away from the mindset that you used to be in of, you know, victimizing yourself or taking on too much for your own detriment. They're looking away from that now. They're over that. They are ready to face any new blessings or experiences that life is going to bring about for you. Because you believe that you have the strength to face anything, to take on any new challenges, or to step into anything that the world has in store for you, you know, step onto the next path. And you know that you're going to be victorious. You know you have the self-confidence that you are going to come out of this as a winner. You are not worried, which is why you can, you know, take a break and be lighthearted and sort of just have fun with your friends. Now, if you are not yet in this energy, this is spirit telling you that this is what is coming for you. You are growing into this person. So just continue to do the healing work. Continue to prioritize yourself first. Continue to know your worth, because you are going to embody this strong, victorious energy soon. If you're not there yet, it is coming for you really soon. Wands are also really fast moving energy, so you know this could happen in like matter of hours or days, maybe weeks, but I don't see it happening or taking too long to occur. And the next card that we got was the Nine of Cups. And when you see this card pop up on your reading, you should pause the video and make a wish, because this is the wish card and this is the universe telling you that your wishes are coming true. So take a moment, wish for something. All right, and now let's continue on. So with this card, it's basically saying that you have the ability now to make your dreams come true, to make the wishes come true. The universe is helping you, but you are also helping yourself to making miracles happen. And you are doing this logically and strategically. You're not just putting everything up to fate, because you know that you're equipped with basically like the skills to make your own wish come true, but you're also doing with it with grace and with poise. You're not being overly logical. You're able to master your own mind, and that mastery is helping you make your wishes come true. And then the next thing that we have is also the Ace of Wands. And so this is divine inspiration from the universe. This is the universe telling you to just go for it. Just do it. Any new challenges, new inspiration, new things that is going to make you happy, to just do it, because those are how the universe guides you. To clarify the Ace of Wands, we first got the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles normally could be a pretty sad card of, you know, how she is just out here in the cold and she is just miserable, being really sad and not seeing that the warmth and the safety and the guidance and the illumination is just right there. She could just go next door and she'll be safe and warm and happy. But when I see this as the universe bringing you blessings. Many blessings are coming to you, and if you have done the healing work of not being in your own pain and in your own misery, you will see that blessing, and it is coming towards you in the energy of like the Page of Wands, like new inspiration. It could also be someone with like a fire sign, someone with a youthful energy, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, who is coming to help you with this. And you also have the Ace of Swords. So you have two aces. This means that whatever that is coming towards you, that you are more than capable of facing or taking on, and that you will be very victorious in, it is divinely guided. So you are being asked to just go for it, not to have any reservations or worries, because you will get through this. This is your wishes coming true. You are walking away from a tougher situation, a harder time, to have all your wishes and your blessings coming towards you. And the universe is kind of giving you a spoiler, and is telling you that you are going to be so happy when all these come into fruition, and this is what you have to look forward to. So yeah, this is what I have for your tarot readings, and now we are going to go into your oracle cards. So the first one, we have the Animal. And with the animal, it kind of talks about being in tune with nature. It's about going back to our animalistic instincts, and just seeing the beauty in the world and experiencing it for what it is. With your oracle cards, I kind of don't really see too much of a relation to the tarot. I feel like the tarot is one message, is about you doing your healing work and moving forward into a brighter, beautiful future with your wishes coming true, with inspirations coming your way. And then with the tarot, with the oracle cards, I'm kind of seeing them as like more advice or more things that you could do to bring this into fruition even faster, or to keep this going. So with the animal, I am going to read from the guidebook for you. We have the animal, the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype we tap into the power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. Notice your resistance to the animal within. Where does it come from? What has it kept you from doing, Wild One? So what I'm getting from this card is that you're being called to go be more in tune with nature, to just do things like put down our devices and just to be connected to nature. And going more into the oracle cards, you have nature gems, and I think this comes into relation with the animal. It is seeing the beauty in the world. It is seeing the little intricate details of a leaf or a flower, or how the grass moves in the wind. It's just seeing all these beauty, taking this time to relish in the creation that is all around you, to see the beauty in the world. And when you are in that kind of energy, you would be able to see miracles. You would be able to see inspirations. Maybe you doing all these things and being in touch with nature is how you are going to get out of a more negative mindset and into a more positive ones. And it could also be how you see, how you get divine inspiration, because inspiration don't come when you're forcing it to come. Inspiration comes from when you're relaxed and you're connected to something that is bigger than yourself. Inspiration comes from elsewhere, it's from a different subconscious mind that the universe has. So by being in touch with nature, you're basically tuning into the frequency and the line to receive messages from the universe, and that would bring about your divine inspiration and your wishes coming true. And next, you also have blaze a trail. And this card is basically telling you to sort of think about what your legacy is. When we do leave this planet eventually, we're not going to be able to take in or take with us the material possessions or things that we have created, the physical things that we have created in our lifetime. But instead, what we're taking with us, with our soul, is all the memory, all the legacies, all the positive things that you have created in your time. So you're basically just blazing a trail for your soul to follow, and the legacy that you're leaving behind for your friends, your family, to see what kind of impact and the beauty that you have created in this world. So Spirit is telling you to take time to think about it. What legacy do you want to leave behind? What path would you want to create for your loved ones so that they can follow, and so that they'll have a path for them to walk on and continue building towards. Like, what would be that? And maybe when you are thinking about that, that could also be the divine inspiration that the universe is trying to give you. So you open the door by being in touch with nature, by going inwards and thinking about the legacies that you want to create. And by doing all these things, you could get the intuitive downloads and the inspiration that the world is going to, the universe is trying to give you. And then you also got the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Now with this card though, I feel like this is sort of like the Tower card for this Oracle deck. And I feel that you have already let go or already let go of the things that you are clinging on to, and you are more in tune with this like, if you were to look at it, there's like flowers in between the tower, and that's where you are right now. So with this card, I'm seeing it as spirit telling you, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to bring into your life? You have done the hard work. You have gone through the tough times, and you have processed through things that are very, very difficult. And now what rewards would you want? You know, what light would you like to see in your life, and to make a wish for it? And you also have the mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So this is kind of like the same kind of energy. It is spirit telling you to see the beauty in the world, and everything that we see around us, our experiences, is a reflection of who we are on the inside. We can only attract things that we are in the same energetic frequency and alignment with. And so with the mirror card, it is asking you to look at the different things in life, to be grateful, to show gratitude, because once you start seeing the beauty in things, be it people, be it the things that surround you, your house, your pets, anything that is in a good energetic alignment with you, it is essentially who you are on the inside. So once you start to appreciate all these wonderful things in your life, that is how you are going to be able to attract even more abundance, even more beautiful things. So, like, what would you like to wish for, and what are you grateful for? Is what Spirit is asking you. It's asking you to reflect on, because when you are focused on that, focus on the good things, focus on the positive things, the possibilities, the doors that could open for you, then you are going to bring in all your blessings, and move on to the next chapter of your life that you are more than capable of facing. Yeah. So, group number 3, that was such a wonderful reading. Thank you so much for giving me this chance to do this reading for you. And if you have found this helpful, you can leave me a like, subscribe, and comment. That is the easiest and best way to help me with my channel. And I hope I'll see you guys soon.